Welcome back to Dashboard Chalkboard, a series by Echoes and Footprints. We're calling this episode Homework, My Hometown. Oh, and you're being assigned a take-home test. Every class eventually ends with a test. Not the kind you take in a classroom, the kind you take home. Now, I'm assigning you homework. Think about the songs of your hometown. In this episode, we review what we've learned in 8 segments and assign some homework. Let's get started. Segment 1, where music begins. Before highways, before streaming, before global playlists, music lived somewhere. It belonged to towns, to neighborhoods, to streets and storefronts. You knew where a sound came from. Memphis had a sound. Detroit had a sound. New Orleans had a sound. Minneapolis had a sound. Local radio reinforced it. Local musicians shaped it. Local audiences recognized it immediately. The beat had an address. Segment 2, the chalkboard lessons. Over the course of this series, we've learned something about how music moves. Mobility created musical literacy. Cars exposed listeners to new sounds. Teenagers in driver's seats reshaped culture. Groove revealed its math and science. Highways expanded listening across regions. Digital networks expanded listening across the planet. The classroom kept getting bigger, but every lesson raises the same question. What happens to the hometown? Segment 3, when the road bypasses the town. Highways connect places, but they also bypass them. When new roads are built, some towns become crossroads, others become exits, and some become memories. Music works the same way. When sound travels faster and farther, local styles face a new challenge. They must adapt, blend, transform, or risk fading. The bypass effect. Mobility creates connection, but it also creates displacement. Segment 4, the polyrhythm of place. Think of hometown music like a polyrhythm. One rhythm represents local tradition, the accents people grew up hearing, church rhythms, neighborhood grooves, regional instruments. Another rhythm represents the outside world, new sounds arriving through radios, records, highways, and now algorithms. The two rhythms meet. Sometimes they clash, sometimes they synchronize. But over time, they create something new, a local groove shaped by global conversation. Segment 5. What is lost when local sounds merge into global circulation? Something does disappear. Regional accents soften. Local radio fades. Scenes become less geographically distinct. The distance between Detroit and Lagos, between San Juan and Seoul, shrinks. The uniqueness of place becomes harder to hear. Some hometowns lose their musical voice, at least temporarily. Segment 6. What is gained? But something is gained too. New possibilities, new collaborations, new rhythms. Today, a producer in Atlanta may build a track inspired by Amapiano. A DJ in London may mix reggaeton with techno. A singer in Seoul may perform over hip-hop rhythms born in the Bronx. The beat continues evolving because it keeps traveling, and every hometown becomes part of the conversation. Segment 7. The yin and yang of local sound. Local music and global music are not opposites. They are partners, like two trains moving along the same track, like two rhythms in a polyrhythm. One rhythm anchors identity, the other expands imagination. Together, they create forward motion. The hometown groove doesn't disappear. It absorbs new influences, transforms them, and sends something new back into the world. Segment 8, the take-home test. So here's the final question. What does your hometown sound like? What rhythms shaped it? What sounds passed through and stayed? What grooves arrived and changed the local beat? Every town has its own version of this story. Every listener carries a piece of it. Because music doesn't just travel across geography, it settles into memory. So here's what's important in this series. The automobile taught America to explore sound. The highway expanded the classroom. Digital networks expanded the planet. But the final lesson always returns to where we started, the hometown, where the beat first touched the ground, where it mixed with local voices, where it settled into everyday life, and where it continues evolving. The road may carry music across the world, but the hometown is where it becomes personal. Here's your take-home assignment. Describe your town's musical journey in 2 or 3 sentences. Ask yourself, what rhythms shaped your hometown? What sounds passed through and stayed? What new influences are arriving now? Consider this example. My hometown sound began with church gospel and Delta blues influences. In the 1990s, hip-hop reshaped local rhythm culture, and today younger artists mix trap beats with indie rock guitars. The beat remembers. The beat is the history. Class is dismissed, but the lesson continues. The beat remembers, and so does your hometown. Here's what we've learned in the Dashboard Chalkboard series. The bypass effect. Mobility spreads rhythm across the world, but music ultimately settles in places, in towns, neighborhoods, and memories. Local identity and global circulation move together like a polyrhythm. We started with a simple idea. The car was America's unofficial classroom. The road was the classroom. The radio was the curriculum. The dashboard remembered the lesson. We learned how motion created musical literacy, how emotion sold movement, how teenagers in driver's seats reshaped culture, how rhythm revealed its hidden mathematics, how highways expanded listening across regions, and how the beat eventually traveled the planet. But every journey returns somewhere, back to towns, back to neighborhoods, back to hometown rhythm. Because the beat may travel the world, but it always settles somewhere. Thank you for riding along with Dashboard Chalkboard. Class may be over, but the listening never ends. The beat remembers. Next time, a bonus episode. Say, extra credit. We explore beat routes versus rhythm routes, explain the difference between a beat and a rhythm, and how together they intersect to create the music of your mind.